Now, there is no angel more important to you than your guardian angel. And I'll just share this one little sharing from me. On that trip with Danielle back in 2013, we were nearing the end of our trip. And we had just entered Germany again, and we were going to make our way up the Rhine. And Danielle had kept putting this little spark about going to see Hildegard of Bingen's cloister, where she had all her visions and things, which was Disembodemberg. And we never really found it back then beforehand. I, though, wanted to go to see Blake the Knight and go up the Rhine to all the castles. But as a good partner, and particularly the masculine deferring to the feminine energy, intuition, do you feel that? Mind, reasoning, over to the intuition. I quickly changed our plans because that morning I happened to look. At that point, Google certainly was around, but I didn't GPS things. So I'm sitting on the web in the hotel, and I all of a sudden found, take this walk with Hildegard, and he knew that was a sign. So we walked up the backside of this mountain, not knowing what we were getting into. And as we crest the hill, we're walking through this forest until we came upon these ruins. And Danielle and I were practically by ourselves at this point, and we all went on different trails. We were just kind of experiencing the moment, and I was so overcome, particularly by this building. This was actually the hospital, and I had a moving experience in there. And then as I walked out, strangest thing I've never had happen, I saw people that I knew from Questhaven passing me, not in physical form. I've never had that before. And I realized in that experience, I must be, maybe, intuiting, they had a lifetime here with me. And maybe I was here, and I felt this kinship with Hildegard of Bingen that I never had ever before in my life. Betty, you were one of those people that I saw pass me there. And in that experience, I was so overcome, and then the human curiosity started to begin, and I started going, gosh, I was here walking where a saint walked, I've got that. And it was as if my guardian just came right around and stopped me in my tracks and said, Blake, look, these are ruins. Questhaven is not ruins. And boom, with those words, volumes of my life purpose and coming back to renew and not live in some other time, but taking what we have learned as we have come up those ranks to carry forward my mission and purpose for this ministry. Very profound. And I think it's very illustrative of how our guardian angels work with us to stimulate us when we are receptive, when we are ready and open for that insight to take place. Never felt a kinship with that time period or things before, but I was ready then. So thank you, Danielle, for making that experience ultimately happen for me.